Okay. PTM, prop the mic here. What's up, Dave?
I'm going to prop my mic right now.
You better.
Good. Everything's good.
How are we feeling?
Good. We had coming off of a rough, we had some bad beats last night.
Yeah.
But we did have one big hit with the Kessler Walker Kessler double. So that was nice.
That was.
And I don't know.
Sochang got hurt, and just not a great night.
Kmart played rebounded for the first 4 minutes of the game and the last 4 minutes of the game. What is going on back there?
I have fighting dogs behind me. Guys, out. Sorry.
we should determine the winner of a game based on which dog wins.
Yeah.
Like the
White
Grizzlies.
Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yo. All right, let's do it.
All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games tonight.
Okay.
Let's start. We got Lakers at the Pacers. Pacers are getting 2.5. Totals 240.5. This is the highest scoring projected game for the night. Halliburton is returning.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I like it. This is probably matchup wise, the best game of the night. You have like prime match. Both these teams just like don't play defense and give up big games to multiple positions. Against the Lakers, you could pretty much play anybody. Against the Pacers, forwards, points, and wings. So where did I go in this game? I stayed away from the Lakers. I don't know. I'm just I don't know what's going on with LeBron chasing this thing, and I don't know. It's just a lot of chaos there, it seems. So
a lot of distraction. Yeah.
Yeah. So I stayed away from there, but I like Halliburton coming back tonight. For a few reasons. I like not just him, though. You have to be a little cautious because I'd imagine he'd be on a minutes restriction, I would think, tonight.
Yeah, he's probably going to play like 25 minutes is my guess.
So, but what I think Halliburton coming back will do is open up some scoring for some of his teammates. Namely, I think Ben Mathurin and Buddy Hield are two prime targets. Yeah,
that's who I liked. I didn't look into Buddy too much. He probably is the better of the two picks just because he's on the floor more. But Mathurin has been on fire without even without him. And I think him coming back, I mean, he kind of took off at the beginning of the season, kind of out of nowhere. He wasn't like some big heralded rookie, you know. I know he's a high draft pick, but you didn't hear a ton about him. And then with Halliburton feeding him the ball, he's one of those guys that needs somebody like Halliburton because he can't create his own shot. He doesn't pass the ball, and he needs someone. He needs a playmaker like Halliburton. So what do I like? I just like his straight points line, 18.5 points. Yep.
Minus 115. He's done it in 6 straight, and he's averaging almost 25 points a game over those last 6.
Yeah. And on November 28th, early in the season, he played the Lakers and put up 23.
Yep.
So I like that play too. Little concerned that the trend might get a little messed up with Halliburton coming back, but like you said, logically, he should get better with the playmaker.
I think so. And if it means anything, he's played 2 games on 3 days rest in his short career thus far, and he's had 20 and 23 points in those 2 games. So I'm pretty high on him and him and Buddy tonight. So I think it's worth taking a little. Might post these up on the big boy section of the Twitter feed. Mathurin to have 22 plus points tonight is plus 205. He's done it in 31% of his games this season and 35% at home. So a third of the games he gets there in a great matchup against the Lakers, and with his point guard back. So I like that. And then Buddy, I didn't do any lines. I also thought his DK has 22 plus points for Buddy Hield at plus 230. Yeah. And he's also done that, the exact same hit rate, 31%, both home and away this season.
Okay. All right, so Matherin it is. We're both riding that.
Matherin. The other one I looked at, it's kind of hard to pass up on this. I'm worried about Halliburton's playing time in terms of his scoring, but his rebound and assist line is 12.5. I think he can get there easily. In that previous game against the Lakers, he had 13. He had 9 assists in that game. I'm sorry. He had 14 assists in that game and 7 rebounds. So he had 21 RA in that game against the Lakers. He's actually done it in 4 of his last 5 games against the Lakers, dating back to last season. And in the 5 games right before he went out with his injury, his rebound and assist output was 18, 16, 19, 14, and 17. So I think you're getting him at a discount tonight in 2 categories that I think he can get to, as opposed to I'd be a little bit more hesitant on his points.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I personally would lay off of it. Give him a game to come back. Let's see how much he plays, and then
probably the smart move.
It's a bit of a roll of the dice, but yeah, you can definitely get some value if you take the risk.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Grizzlies at the Cavs at 7:30. Cavs are minus 5.5 at home. 223.5 is the total. So another. Actually, no, this one's a relatively lower scoring game. Makes sense. You got 2 defensive teams.
Yeah.
Although the Grizzlies don't seem to be playing defense anymore. So
no, yeah, something's a little bit off with them. Here, matchup wise, I like this one because they're both good defensively, but there's one position on both sides: point guards for Memphis and combo guards for Cleveland, who have had success. So. I like both point guards in this game. I like Morant over 27.5 points, minus 115. He's done it in 3 of 4 games on a back-to-back this season, including his last 3. It was only the first game on a back-to-back that he didn't. And those last 3 games, 32, 35, and 30. He's nice and fresh. He's ready to score tonight. So I like that. And then this one on the Cleveland side, I like this point guard matchup against Memphis here. They seem to have been doing well. So this is a parlay. I want to see what you think about this.
Yeah.
Darius Garland, 8 assists. He's had 8 assists in 10 of his last 12 home games. And his last 3 games against Memphis, 14, 10, and 12. So clearing it by quite a bit. And 2 threes. Mm-hmm. He's had 2 threes in 18 of 22 home games this season. So he's only not hit it in 4 home games. And his last 3 games against Memphis, 5, which was this season, and 3 and 3, which was last season. So you put 8 assists and 2 made threes together, plus 121.
Nice.
And a good matchup for Mr. Garland.
What did we had him the other day at 8 assists or 9 assists? It was 8 assists.
Right? 8.5, yeah.
Okay. Oh, 8.5. So
yeah, he needed 9.
All right.
I
like it. I like it.
I think after that 5 game, he doesn't have too many 5 assist games. Most of his games are 8+. So I think after that bad game, it's a good spot from the bounce back.
Yeah, he was in foul trouble. That was the main issue.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
That's it.
I passed on this one.
Good pass.
I don't know. I don't really like betting games with Cleveland. I don't know.
Agree.
They're just an odd defensive team. So, all right. Next, we got the Heat at the Knicks. Knicks are getting 2 points at home. Totals, which kind of is an indication of where the Heat are now in terms of how hot they are. Total is a pathetic 215.5.
Yep. So what do we got? We're staying away from Miami. They're super good defensively over the last 6 weeks. Top 5 almost across every position. And the Knicks, actually, they're good at every position recently, except forward. They're actually one of the best forward targets. So that leads us to Jimmy Butler. I have him a couple ways here. I started off looking at his point line. Were you on Butler too?
I did. I put his points 21.5.
Yeah. So I started off there. So I'll do that one real quick. It's 21.5 minus 110. His last 3 games, 23, 28, 29. His last 3 against the Knicks, 30, 23, 22. So we're clearing it across the board. Do you have any other backup for that?
No, those are the exact two stats that I had. I liked his performance against the Knicks. 2 of those 3 games were in the Garden. And and he doesn't usually score this much, but in the last 3 games he's been hot. So I had the same exact stats.
Okay, so I like that. But then I did a little bit more digging, and I got onto his assists. So it's 4.5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
This is what put me on it. Oladipo is not playing tonight, right? And you wouldn't think that impact Butler so much, but if you want to, while we're doing this, do the splits without Oladipo in the lineup. He's cleared 4.5 assists in 14 of 17 games this season without Oladipo in the lineup, including 9 of his last 10 without Depot. He's averaging 7 assists over those 10 games. And this is the part I like the best. He's reached 8 assists in 5 of them. So Jimmy Butler, 8 assists tonight is plus 550. I think is a great bet. A lot of value there.
Okay.
So I like that. I like his straight 4.5 assist line at minus 118. I also like his 10.5 rebound and assist minus 108. It's all the same stats. 14 of 17 without Depot, 9 of 10 without Depot for assist and rebounds and assist. Yeah. We got some nice big boys today.
Yeah, he's super inconsistent on assists in general, though. Like
in general,
up and down, up and down. Let's see what he is on rebounds. A little bit more consistent.
Did you pop Depot out?
I'm doing that. I'm about to check it out.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Oh, there he is, Victor. Oh yeah, it's pretty compelling.
Look at that! Let's see that reaction.
Okay, all right. That's worth it. That's worth a little
definitely
flyer.
Worth a little nug. Yeah.
All right, cool. And nobody on the Knicks side, right?
God no.
God no. I mean, the one guy to play, again, bad matchup, but the one guy to play would be just Jalen Brunson because he's like on fire.
He is. Yeah.
I didn't get to research him, but he's
staying away from the Heat right now.
Yeah,
they're playing too well.
All right, and next we got the Hornets at the Bulls. Bulls are -6 at home. The total is 236.5. What do you like here? They just played a couple games ago, so
they did
some recent data.
Yeah. So the matchup I want to target here is wings against Chicago. It's one of the best matchups on the board and the best at the wing position. And then back on the Hornets side, forwards and bigs are where you can look to target. So that'd be like Vucevic, DeRozan, Pat Williams. But I couldn't find anything there. But I did find 2 that I like in this wing matchup on Charlotte side. So we played Jalen McDaniels the other day, right? What did we play? Just his rebounds?
No, we had his points. It was like 8.5 points.
That's right, points
on his birthday. Remember?
That's right. So I actually like his points and rebounds. Tonight's 14.5 minus 110. He's done it in his last 9 of 10 on the road, and he's averaging 18.3 in those 10 road games.
Not bad.
He's also done it in 11 of his last 12 on the road when he's on one-day rest. Even more compelling. And just over his last 5 games overall, he's averaging I just want to know he's averaging 7.6 rebounds alone. So half of that would be taken up by his rebounds if his output over the last 5 games continues. So I like that.
I like that. That was actually the other play we were contemplating. We decided to go with the points. So they were both good stories. So let's keep riding them.
Yeah. And then the other wing for the Hornets is a Mr. Gordon Hayward. I don't know if I played him this season, but this was pretty nice. So when he's played 24 plus minutes on the road, which is basically every game, he's averaging like 30 minutes a game. He's cleared 15.5 points and assists in 11 of 14 games this season. And when he's on one-day rest on the road, he's cleared it in 6 of 7. In that situation, he's averaging 18.5 points and assists, and he needs 15.5. So I like this in a really nice matchup for him.
Yeah, I like that. My only concern is just he's always a game away from getting hurt. So
yeah, well,
I know
he just came back though. I hope he could stay healthy for a few games.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, speaking of guys who get hurt, I went with LaMelo rebounds.
Okay.
Over 6.5. He is -115. He's not typically his stat that you would go after. He's more of a points and assist guy, but he had 11 against Chicago just a few games ago, and in his last 3, one of which was the Chicago game, 11, 7, and 10. So
11, 7, and this is rebounds,
straight rebounds. So he's really upped his energy around rebounding for some reason.
Yeah, I did a little digging in him digging into him today because playing in Chicago, obviously his brother's on the Bulls, hasn't played this year. I don't know if he's at the games or sitting on the bench or not, but I think that could add a little extra juice for him if his brother's sitting there.
LeVar is in the stands.
Yeah, so I like that.
What's the third one's name?
LiAngelo, I think.
LiAngelo. He was on the Hornets for a day. And then they were like, all right, we can't.
I remember that's funny. It was at the beginning of the season. I was playing golf with my father-in-law. He goes, I saw the Hornets cut ball. I'm like, what? I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what happened? Why would they cut ball? I had no idea that the scrub brother was also on the team. So yeah, threw me into a panic.
It's not nice.
It wasn't. He didn't know he just saw. He didn't know there was multiple ball. He just saw, just trying to make nice conversation, and I got all worried.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Multiple balls on the team. All right. We got the Pels at the Mavs -5. We got to keep moving. 223.5. Who do you like?
All right. So bigs against the Pels have been nice over the last month or so. So I'm going to get burned on this one, but Dwight Powell.
No. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Don't do it. All right. Just listen to this though. All we need is 4 rebounds, right? Without Christian Wood in the lineup, he's done that in 8 of 10 and all 4 home games. Without Christian Wood in the lineup, he's had this poor man has had 4 rebounds. Okay. We also want him to have 1 assist. So 4 rebounds and 1 assist. Not so hard, right? 6. He's had 1 assist in 6 straight games without Christian Wood, and also all 4 home games without Christian Wood in the lineup. 4 rebounds and 1 assist for Dwight Powell is -115. This is not exciting you at all.
I mean, there's supporting evidence for this, but there's also a logic test that says you're guaranteed to lose on a Dwight Powell.
Okay, you're right.
Parlay, right? You need Dwight Powell to do 2 things, not just one.
Yes.
So,
okay. All right. Forget I said anything about Dwight Powell.
I like it. Let's track it, but that's definitely not going to Twitter.
Okay. All right. Then I have a feeling Luka has a big game here. The other good matchup with New Orleans is point guards and wings, and those are the 2 positions Luka's qualified at in his career. So the line I have the most hope for is his points and assists. It's 42.5 -122 in his 2 games against the Pelicans this season. He had 44 points and assists in both games. He's done it in 4 of 8 games at home on 2 days rest this season. And 2 of those games, he got hooked at 42. So almost 6 out of 8 with extra rest at home. He's also, if you look at his, the reason I like this, for some reason, his points and rebounds line, I think is 45.5, something like that. But if you look at his assist output when he's on 2 days rest, it jumps up quite a bit. So I have a feeling, and also at home, I think as well. So I like this points and assists. It seems like you were kind of on Luka as well.
Yeah, I liked him. I couldn't find the right thing to play because, I know
I went through every possible Luka thing.
I mean, he's rebounded well against the Pelicans, but yeah, points and assists is good. 44. I mean, he crossed that just on points alone the other day. So
yeah, and the points alone scares me at 34.5. this, I don't know. I just feel a little bit more comfortable with this, but
he has put up 34 and 37 against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. I like that.
And then I just got one on the Pelican side. So really, the best position over the last 6 weeks to target Dallas. Most of their defense is pretty good. Is at the wing position. So Trey Murphy plays wing for one of the wings for the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
I like his points tonight. 11.5 points, minus 110. Not a lot of backup, but he's done it in his last 7 straight road games, averaging 16.5 points in those road games.
Okay.
So
yeah, I like him. And what's the impact of what's his name returning on the Pels?
Of what's his name? Of Ingram returning?
Yeah, Ingram. Sorry.
I mean,
he returned what, 3 games ago?
2 or 3?
Let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, the last 2 games, Murphy's had 16 and 14.
Yeah, I know.
So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
I think this is pretty good. This is a little sneaky one that I like here.
Actually, I kind of like that play better than Luka. Just because I don't know. I hate going for these like
40 plus
these 40
combo
plus
lines. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no chance they can clear in the first half.
Yeah.
So.
No, this one's pretty good. I like this matchup here.
So it's 11.5 points.
Yeah. Minus 110. Not bad.
Beautiful. All right. What else do we have? We got the Warriors at the Nuggets.
Yep.
I think the Warriors are sitting everybody tonight, or most of the team. They do that after a back-to-back overtime loss.
All those poor Nuggets fans who just want to see Steph Curry play.
Yeah, Curry, Green are both questionable. Thompson's out. Mm-hmm. Could be a good spot for Wiggins tonight. But all right. Nuggets are minus 12. Totals 232.5. What do you got?
So target, I wouldn't take much into the matchups against Golden State with such a different lineup out there tonight. But against Denver, point guards and wings are who we can look to target. Against Golden State, the one position is combo guards. So that's actually where I went. KCP, I think, is actually the only guy listed at combo. Oh, you're on KCP too?
I am. Probably a different stat than you, but that was my guy.
Okay. So I think he's the only guard listed as a combo guard on Denver's roster, according to Cleaning the Glass. So here's what we got. Over 11.5 points is minus 115. His last 3 games against the Warriors, 17, 22, and 19.
Nice.
So I looked at that. Then I looked at one other. This is getting right back into our old bubble days when KCP was on the Lakers. 10 points and 2 threes. It's minus 110. The 10 points he's done in 20 of 26 home games and 12 of 16 when it's a home game on 1 day rest. And 2 threes he's done in 21 of 26 home games and 13 of 16 when it's 1 day rest at home.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our old
9 points and 2 threes or something like that. Yeah.
I went for his steals. 2 steals plus 110. He's done it in 10 out of his last 10 games.
Ooh, dude, if you tack on 10 points, 2 threes, and 2 steals, that could be a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're already getting plus odds just on the steals.
Yeah.
He's averaging 2.6 steals per game in that 10 game stretch.
That's overall or just at home?
That's overall.
Wow.
And he's going up against the Lakers, the Warriors who are just not
who are not good with Steph and Clay and Draymond in the lineup. They're going to be even worse when it's, Moody gets extra run and Kuminga and all these youngsters. So, yeah, I like that.
No, I mean, I think the only guy, I don't have any facts to prove this, but just watching Warriors games, the only guy who is worse at handling the ball than Steph in terms of turnovers is probably Poole.
Yeah. And
Poole is going to be have the ball in his hand the whole game tonight.
Great point.
So probably 7 turnovers by Poole tonight.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Anybody else in this game? I can't believe we got all this star-studded game, and the only person we've picked was KCP.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jokic could have a good game, but this game might be over.
You're worried about the blowout here too.
Yeah.
Like KCP can do this in the first quarter. That's what I like about it.
The other guy who I've seen people on, I didn't research him, but just to throw it out there, the guy who to play in blowouts is Bones Highland as well, because he gets a lot of run, and then in that second unit he just starts throwing up shots. So
interesting.
So it might be someone worth looking at as well.
A lot of trade rumors about him going around that I've been hearing. Yeah. I'd be surprised when a second-year player usually doesn't get traded, but
I don't know.
Anyway.
All right. Last game, we got the Clippers at the Bucks. Bucks are -3.5. Totals 231.
I was love this
not
game.
Excited about this game. Yeah.
No. Were you?
Should be. No, I mean, I wanted to play Giannis, but I couldn't find something on him.
Yeah. So the matchup-wise, point guards against the Clippers, and then forwards and combo guards against Milwaukee. I like this point guard against Clippers matchup. So I like Drew Holiday here. 11.5 rebounds and assists, -135. He's done in 8 of his last 10. And in one of those, he got hooked at 11. So almost 9 out of 10 in a great matchup for him. That was all I got.
Let me see that. I want to see that. Rebounds and assists. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like he didn't play. Did they play the Clippers earlier this year? No, maybe not.
At least he didn't, I don't think.
Yeah. What about last season? Just trying to see if there's any more supporting. Yeah. Last season, actually on 2-6 last year, he had 18.
Was that in LA or in Milwaukee?
That was in LA.
Okay. I feel like he gets out. He's from LA, so I feel like he may get up a little bit more for those games. But regardless, I think this is a really nice play.
Yeah, that's a great find. 11.5, you said?
Yeah.
And it'll probably be a close game, a relatively close game.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, this should be a good game.
All right, that's definitely going up on the Twitter.
All right. We got some good ones. We got some ones that were really affirmative and behinds tonight. So
yeah, and a lot less picks. We were just like, we had like 30 picks and we had to cull it down to 8 yesterday. I think today we're very focused. So
yeah,
get the best stuff up
some
on
slates. They just come to you. Today was a little bit harder. It was a little bit more digging today.
Well, and you don't have as many of these 240 games either. Like a lot of these games are like 220, 215, 230. So
yeah.
So you gotta lay off those a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Good work, and we'll see you on the Twitter.
See ya.